Okay. Waiting on technology. You are preventing me from doing my work, and I don't appreciate it. I'm trying to come live again. My camera is not getting along with me. I'm not even sure that you can hear me. This is very frustrating. I just ask for your patience, and hopefully, I will be able to resolve this um, in the next few minutes. I'm not entirely sure why the technology is so much not working with me today, more so than usual. Um, and I cannot read your comments or reactions either. But with a little bit of patience on your side, I won't let this deter me from sharing the things that I want to share with you. This has something to internet way. Let's see, three of you here. Okay, things are coming back. Just a second. Oh, how invoke any of my, but you can hear. I wanted to do some silly product endorsement, so I need to figure out. Cameras are not happy to see you. Let me unplug and plug my camera again, and I have done that. And let's see. Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum. Let's see. Let me take a quick look. No, my cameras are just not wanting to work with me today. The lens cap is off, gay off. I cannot even put your comment on the wall. Um, how can I solve this to your satisfaction? Because I have all kinds of news and interesting headlines. See, it's even taking forever for the application to react. Um, shit, what to do? Oh my God! And that's the bad camera. Ooh, hold on, just a second. Isn't that spooky? I really don't look that way, and don't think for a moment that it's because I have a disease or something. Internet must be really, really bad today. Um, Let me try to find a camera that makes me look better. Hold on just 1 second. This is so frustrating because I really want to share all kinds of interesting information with you and learn how you're doing. Yesterday, I learned a lot of interesting things from you, and it really bums me out not being able to do this. Um, Damn, what can I do? What can I do? Um, well, this go in the history books um, as the one episode in which I don't look good on camera, and I don't see why that should prevent me from sharing some information with you. So let me ask you, please, if you can hear me clearly, if you're hearing my voice going through and it sounds good, please let me know, because ultimately I'm here to share information with you. And if I look all purple or yellow and disfigured, that's a different story. Um, Unfortunately, I'm not even able to update my camera. Oh dear, this is so frustrating. Um, Very, very frustrating. I'm really sorry about this. Hmm. Okay, I'm going to go with the radical way today and hang in there. This is going to be the butt joke of many people, I think. Um, Let me see. Can we even see through my. Hang in there. Oh, you hear me okay. Finally, I know that you can hear me okay. Good. Okay, please bear with me. I know this is very unconventional, and you've spent uh, the last 10 minutes wasting time and watching me go like, what am I going to do? So if you can hear me fine, let me very quickly um, get Luna's camera um, into action and see if I can make that work and look better. Hang in there. Hang in there. Da 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 da. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. How frustrating. Okay. Anyhow, let's try this. Maybe. Okay, that's better. Jesus. I'm going to forget that we have a green screen and I'm going to simply try to move forward with the show. Um, I certainly hope you got a glance at this other screen. Oh, no, this is just going to be very slow to react to me. Um, okay, this is okay. Fuck it. I'm just going to tell the news because I want you to hear the news. Um, my application to do live streaming is acting up. I'm going to continue in good faith, believing that you can hear me okay. And if this program turns out to be a complete bust, then I'll re-record it and uh, and I'll come back and tell you the news later on today. I have no problem doing my work twice because I'm here to to share information with you. So yes, it is quite possible that Trump has his hand on my computer right now. Um, but what can I tell you? I'm going to just go ahead and continue narrating because that's what we're here to do. I will not be able to call my other computer, my other screens, because clearly my application does not want me to do this the way I want to do it every single day. So please indulge my frozen screen. I'm going to go ahead and continue. Maybe, just maybe, my application will come back and give me some sort of forgiveness. Today, I have important news that I want to share with you because they have to do with things that keep coming up over and over again. The first bit of news that I want to share with you has to do with the fact that the Office of Reglamentos here in Puerto Vallarta, we've been concerned about whether they're doing their work or they're not doing their work. And it's interesting to see that the director of this office, his name is Jose Juan Velázquez Hernández, he has reported that 144 businesses have been shut down in Puerto Vallarta, and because they're not following protocols for COVID 19. Bars are still not authorized to open. And the article starts with a really interesting statement made by Jose Juan Velázquez Hernández, which is, we receive daily reports of parties that are forbidden. So if that is the case and that's the report that you're getting, or rather, if you've been making reports, it's good to know that they're being heard and they're not going into blind eyes or blind ears. So let's hope that this continues to be the case, that our Office of Reglamentos continues to monitor that everybody is following the guidelines the way it should be followed. Um, I also see an article from Contralinea who tells us that bars and cantinas are trying to take advantage of, well, not take advantage, are trying to use the fact that they have a bar and a restaurant permit so that they can actually operate as both. We know that this is a common practice, that this is happening quite a bit in Puerto Vallarta. The only thing that is concerning to me, I suppose, is that there's only so many people right now that are able to go to these places and enjoy these types of restaurant bar places. So we're always thinking about the fact that we want to make sure that everybody is um, taken care of and that we're supporting local businesses in the best possible way. If you live in La Cruz de Huanacaxtle, or if you are in the habit of shopping at the Market of the Sea, the fish market in La Cruz, please know that there is apparently a number of cases of COVID-19 cases related to the fishermen that are working at that market. So it's not like we want to jinx them or anything, but it is important that you follow guidelines if you're going to be shopping at the fish market. Um, I'm seeing random heart icons go by, and I'm seeing that there's still quite a bit of you online. So, again, I'm going to apologize for the fact that we don't have good video, and I'm going to continue with the news, hoping that this is of use. Although I cannot see your comments, I'm going to go back to read them in a little while. Moving on. I received, well, I didn't receive, I found two conflicting articles about Airbnb. There is an article from Heraldo de Mexico in Mexico City that says that Airbnb is looking to reactivate their services with new protocols, new health protocols, and new payment for taxes for digital services. So this one first article would seem to think that that Airbnb is doing hunky dory and everything's fine with them. However, I saw a conflicting article in. Let me take a look. The conflicting article comes from Mural, Guadalajara, which indicates that actually Airbnb as a company is trying to cancel and delay court orders in which they have to pay all these taxes. For those of us, for those of you that are not familiar with this situation, well, the problem has been that Airbnb as a company and the users of their services have not paid taxes, and these taxes have not been declared to the government. But apparently, this is now changing. Or rather, it is a subject of discussion. This is something that we're going to be following moving forward to get a sense as to what is going on. In other news, our governor, Enrique Alfaro, tested negative for COVID-19. Apparently, he had a couple of meetings with other important government people that had tested positive. So he stated in a comment that he met with a secretary and a deputy who tested positive, but fortunately, our governor tested negative. I also reported a couple of days ago that President of Mexico, Andres Manuel Lopez Obrador, is touring a few states, including the state of Jalisco, for security related issues. And we also know that Enrique Alfaro, our governor, and our president have not necessarily seen eye to eye constantly when it comes to political issues and other matters. But our president accepted having differences with our governor, but he says we may have differences and this is part of democracy. Nobody should be alarmed. Democracy is about having differences, but when it comes to themes that are related to security, we see things eye to eye. Of course, we know that Governor Alfaro is meeting with our president because of security related and cartel related situations that are going on in our state and the state of Guanajuato and the state of Colima. We have been talking about the fact that there is the request from the federal government that businesses, private and public, or off, private businesses, public offices stagger their working hours so that people can actually get to work and get out of work without saturating the public transportation service. And this is happening in offices here at City Hall. And please keep this in mind in case you need to handle any kind of paperwork or services provided by the office. According to this article that I'm reading from Contralinea, um, the offices at Unirse are going to be open from 10 to 2:30, and there are going to be different schedules for the offices in downtown offices. For downtown offices. I'm sorry about that. If I seem scattered, it's because I'm worried that you're getting good information. And I finally opened my iPad and I see that you guys are live and you're here with me again. Thank you for hanging on. I really appreciate it. I was going to show you a photograph of what things look like from my end when I'm broadcasting, and I'm going to have to show that to you tomorrow because clearly today's broadcast is not going the way we wanted it to go. In terms of leisurely stuff and leisurely topics, I have to say that I'm so grateful for the fact that I get to learn from you every single day. And I believe it was yesterday or the day before that that one of you, Rip Rupinski, shared information about a comet that was visible. And I thought to myself, well, how fun it is that we have an astronomer in the house that can give us information about this stuff. Well, it turns out that Rip is not necessarily an astronomer, and I actually didn't know that there is this amazing comet that is approaching our skies, and the view of it is absolutely spectacular. I was going to show you this beautiful photograph that was taken from space, from the space station, the International Space Station, by an astronaut. And of course, I'm going to put that in the show notes today. And hopefully we'll all be able to get take a good look at this particular comet. There are a number of websites that I'm sharing with you today that allow us to find out more information on how to actually view this amazing, spectacular phenomenon, because it's going to disappear and we won't be able to see it again for 6,800 years. So clearly we're not going to be around for that. I also wanted to tell you, I found an article on Vox again about a new novel written by a Mexican author. And I know nothing about the novel, and I know nothing about the plot, but I totally felt prey for a good heading. And the heading of this article reads, "In the deliciously creepy new novel, Mexican Gothic," that's the name of the novel, "the true evil is colonialism." What is the novel about? Apparently, a cosmopolitan Mexico City socialite navigates the provincial horrors of an English manor in Silvia Moreno Garcia's new novel. Now, again, I know nothing about the author. I'm really looking forward to learning more about this as I take a look at the article after today's broadcast. We've been doing a fair amount of bucket list travel reporting because, of course, we are at a time in which we cannot travel easily or comfortably to many places. Today, I wanted to mention an article that was published by Riviera Nayarit, in which they are showcasing Isla del Coral, which is this beautiful, tiny little island which is right in front of the coast of Rincón de Guayabitos. Rincón de Guayabitos is just north of Puerto Vallarta. It is in Riviera Nayarit. It is about 30 minutes after San Pancho, and it is a beautiful place. It's more of a Mexican vacation destination. It is located right next to La Peñita de Jaltemba. And I've always wanted to explore this particular island. There's nothing in it except for a couple of palapas, and I believe you get limited restaurant service. But again, it's nice to see that Riviera Nayarit is at least trying to do some um, bucket list reporting so that we can actually explore these places in the future. I spotted a similar article from En Route Communications, and En Route Communications is the marketing company that promotes our city in the international market, along with other cities, including San Miguel de Allende. So En Route reports that the city of San Miguel de Allende is reopening today. Located in the state of Guanajuato and known as the heart of Mexico, it will start reopening for tourists today, with hotels working with a maximum of 40% capacity, and everyone must adhere to social distancing and mask protection. I'm going to share this article not only for you to learn more about San Miguel de Allende, but also to learn more about how um, our government, and I mean the government of Puerto Vallarta, is spending some money to have our destination marketed properly um, around the world. I very much appreciate the fact that this is being done. Um, the elephant seal, Panchito, the elephant seal that we were talking about a few days ago, is back. Apparently, it was spotted, or he was spotted again by professionals, environmental professionals. This is after 2 days in which it disappeared. Of course, they are now not disclosing the location because they want to make sure that the creature is left alone, because apparently it is molting, and molting, and I'm sure, hope I'm using the proper term in this particular case, is something that requires a lot of energy, and this is probably the reason why he came out of the ocean to take a break and rest on the San Pancho beaches. So we continue to take a look at what's going on with this very unique elephant seal that had no that are not usually found in this part of our coast. So hopefully he will do just fine. I also wanted to share today with you that the National Symphony Orchestra of Mexico is going to present a good program tomorrow for us to enjoy. This is going to be available online. It's going to be streamed, and it's going to be free. And I'm going to share the actual website where you can find it. They are going to perform music by Shostakovich. They're going to perform a selection from his suite for jazz orchestra. They are also going to perform Rachmaninoff's Piano Concerto No. 2, and what else? Oh, and they're going to perform Mussorgsky's Pictures at an exhibition, which is a beautiful, fascinating classical music that is among my favorites. I would love to tell you about it at length at some point. I also wanted to let you know that Zoe Lewis and the Social Distancers are going to be performing for the last time today in a while. I've enjoyed watching Zoe do her live broadcasts. And this is going to be apparently their 17th broadcast in their series. This will be a Bastille Day spectacular with fabulous guests Sylvie Richard and Mark Chenevert. So hopefully you'll get a chance to enjoy this afternoon. I will share the link with you along with the rest of the show notes. And the last link that I wanted to share with you today has to do with this Goya boycott. I'll be the first person to admit that I know very little about it because I've been busy with local news. But Vox has put together this article that is called Boycotts Show Us What Matters to Americans. So I'm going to read about this because I want to become better informed, and then we can all talk about it and feel good about it, or maybe not so good. This is pretty much all the content that I wanted to share with you today. I'm truly, truly sorry that today I was not able to interact with you the way I enjoy interacting with you, but ultimately my first and most important goal is to get some headlines in your direction. And I hope I've done this, and I didn't mean to leave that endorsement for Herdes Salsa on the screen all this time. And for all that, for that matter, I didn't mean to leave myself on the screen all this time. So I certainly appreciate your patience. I am very grateful for that. And I'm going to end this broadcast, as always, hoping that you will stay healthy, stay safe, stay kind, and I will continue to wrestle my computer and find out if indeed the Trumps decided to trump my broadcast today. Thank you as always, and have a wonderful day.